I'm back, and I'm here for...
Why have we never tried that before? Doors lock. Toy?
Show me, you sold me down the river now. I hope you're feeling happy now. Now you always have a sneer in your smile. But wake up, baby, you're so totally deluded. You'll end up old and lonely if you don't get a bullet in your head.
Hello, I'm Plutoburns, and welcome to Eagleland. Today we're reviewing— No! Sorry, folks, that was very unprofessional of other me. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. But yeah, we are no fans of Ouran High School Host Club in this house. It's probably the premier reverse harem of note in the genre, and it's pretty shit. Yeah, spoiler alert for the rest of the episode. I guess we're actually doing this. I'm gonna try and keep this review from getting too personal, because there's plenty of problems with this manga without my personal hatred getting involved.
You'll be sorry!
So we open on a girl looking for a place to study, and oh dear God, my eyes. My planetary eyes are bleeding trying to read this manga. The art is just atrocious, but let's finish the setup before we start tearing this a new one. So Audrey Plaza is randomly opening doors at this super rich school. When she opens this door, she's greeted by so much man candy you'd think we were watching Magic Mike. This is the Host Club. Okay, not a real one. A fake one these twat blasts run in their infinite amounts of spare time. For those who don't know what a host club is, I will explain. Basically, it's a club where you pay a cover charge, the food is super expensive, and instead of strippers, you pay attractive members of the opposite sex to spend time with you and pretend they're interested in how your day went. And I know how insane that sounds, but think of it this way. The only way these clubs could be so popular in Japan is if the Japanese people weren't getting that kind of social interaction anywhere else in their life. But such ontological terror must remain unaddressed, as we don't have time for such things when there's wacky shenanigans to get to. Plaza is understandably not too thrilled with the fact that another club room is being taken by a frivolous club activity. And then she breaks a very expensive vase, which Glass is here. Hey, if we're doing this, you have to do the damn harem roll call. Please don't make me acknowledge these twats. Didn't say the magic word. Fine. Let's see, we've got Up His Ass Peacock, the Shotokan Toddler, the Shining Twins, Easter Island Head, and the Glasses-wearing Tightwad. And naturally, Audrey manages to smash the club's very expensive vase, and Tightwad says she can pay it back by being their lackey. Debt slave. Now, Audrey tries to keep a low profile, but Peacock takes a shine to her. Peacock decides that Audrey would make an excellent host and lets her do that to earn back her never-ending, constantly added to debt. And then after a really lame plotline, Audrey reveals that she's totally a girl and was fine with being dressed up as a guy to seduce women. The manga I'm most reminded of when reading Host Club is Special A, link in the description. It's a hyper-rich school, the main character's from a poor background, no one spends any goddamn time in class, and the artwork is generally terrible. But Special A was occasionally funny. I know comedy is subjective, and it isn't like the elements of humor aren't here, but just because you have tires and an engine doesn't mean you have a working car. Let's walk through some examples. The Host Club is doing a cherry blossom themed event, and Toddler is mixing some tea. But he's adorably awful and spills almost all of it. The girls don't want to tell him, but Easter Island tells him he wrecked it. He breaks into tears. Oh, this guy's a senior in high school, by the way. And the girls immediately mollify him like he's 5. And then Audrey walks off, unable to handle this pathetic display. Nothing. I mean, that was all the elements of a joke. The Shining Twins are planning a beach outing. They start sexually harassing Audrey. Look, with a sweater on, she's basically a washboard, and a one-piece would reveal her terrible figure and bring tears to the eyes of the readers. But with this bikini we picked out, the frills will completely mask her lack of a chest. Oi! Are you sexually harassing my daughter? Honey, the twins are saying nasty things about their sister! Is it my fate to be saddled with 3 kids before I am 17? Apparently I'm dead. Oh, I think you got some life left in you. Let's do another. The class president is trying to organize a group bonding experience. The classroom decides on a haunted house thingamabobber, and the president isn't happy. He confesses to Audrey that he is terrified of all things horror, to the point that he can't even walk down the horror section of Blockbuster without getting freaked out. He begs Audrey to use her charisma score of 10 to convince the class not to do the scary theme, but the Shining Twins drop out of the ceiling and take advantage of his weakness to volunteer him to do all the work for the haunted house. Meanwhile, the Occult Magic Club with their comedy hand puppets plan to be the wrench in the works and make things even scarier. The setup for shenanigans should not take this long. Cat wants to eat mouse, mouse doesn't want to be eaten. Duck doesn't want to be shot, so convinces Hunter it's rabbit season. If you cannot succinctly describe the scenario, you need to go back and try again. No one wants to consider the ins and outs of political factions when they are trying to laugh. I gotta get out of here. Hey, Spy Crab! Is that Jay I hear breaking into the house? I better go investigate that.
But monsieur, I made doubly sure that the facility was secure before we began filming. The perimeter has not been breached.
I said, I think I hear Jay.
No, monsieur. The windows are locked and the doors have not been opened. You are free to continue reviewing the manga.
Damn it. It's really hard to explain why this isn't funny. Well, a big part of it is the awful, splatter-worthy art. These panels are just absolutely overstuffed with nonsense and noise. The panel layout is a complete mess, and the little written jokes underneath word bubbles just clog up the page. The backgrounds are shoddy, the character designs are uninspired, which doesn't help with the very limited face designs. Even the big showy 2-page spreads aren't very well drawn. And the constant parade of the, oh, those crazy rich people jokes just takes a giant shat on my soul. And before any of the fans of this debacle want to jump down my throat, this is not a parody or a satire of the harem genre. Reversing the genders does not a parody make, and anyway, the harem genre is almost entirely comedies anyway, and you can't parody a comedy. That's just called stealing someone else's jokes. Alright. I'm gonna step outside of my realm of expertise on this one a little. But I had to go the extra mile just to try and understand why this tripe was so popular. So I actually watched some of the anime. It was on Netflix. And I will grant that it is a marked improvement over the manga. It's a straight adaptation, so it's still working from the horrible jokes that aren't even vaguely clever or well executed. But the animation means that the comic timing is improved, and the voice acting means that the actors can drag a bit more character out of their roles. But it's still not that good. I mean, just watch this particular clip.
I'll get you guys! Sideways sleeping shot! Ah! That's cheating!
That was atrocious. How do you fuck up a banana peel gag? SpongeBob did a better banana peel gag.
Banana peel! Don't!
What did you say?
Oh no.
Hey, what the?
Wait a minute, Patrick! Please stop!
Right foot first.
Wait!
See that? That's you hitting a new low, Ouran High School Host Club. Okay, let's step back from my very rational hatred of the terrible comedy. Some people actually liked the characters of this story. Full disclosure, I didn't finish reading this manga. And if any of you have a problem with that, go watch Master of Disguise 4 times in a row and get back to me. But in the 25% of the total manga that I did read, the only character development that happened was that the twins became less one bizarre fictional singular unit. And this only came about because of Audrey's inexplicable ability to tell them apart, which forced them to actually acknowledge the fact that they aren't the same person. I skipped to the end and checked where the characters ended up. Audrey ends up in love with Peacock Natch, Glasses received the approval of his family, and the twins got different hair colors, which I'm sure symbolizes the fact that they are no longer the same person. As for Toddler and Easter Island, no change worth noting in the wrap-up chapter. And the wrap-up chapter was nothing special, all light comedy and good feelings. This just does not work like it's clearly supposed to. Audrey is supposed to be the outsider straight person, but she comes off more as an emotionless bitch. The richness of the club is supposed to be funny, but since Audrey's the only poor person to contrast it, it just comes off as possession porn. There's nothing objectionably wrong with this manga, it just mostly fails at what it sets out to do. The only reason it pisses me off so much is because of the unreal amounts of praise that get heaped onto it. Let's look at some choice excerpts read by our resident surgeon.
Ahem. The story is great, close to perfect. The concept of a host club within a high school setting provides the stage for comedy, and are looking at children of a higher upbringing from a different perspective. Hattori's art is beautiful and wonderfully detailed. I was constantly enraptured by the quality of the artwork presented in this manga. It also complemented the work well, with the comedic scenes having hilarious artwork to complement the dialogue. Haruhi has a really different attitude compared to the girls in other shoujo mangas. She doesn't care, which makes her adorable.
No. If people were saying that this was a cute, harmless harem manga that was kind of funny, I would disagree, but I wouldn't be angry. But no, all those reviews I just quoted rated this manga an 8 or above out of 10. No, bullshit, fuck off. This manga is average at best and unfunny cliche at worst. You can like this manga, but if you think it's a masterwork, you can get on your bike and piss off. Please, just don't read this. If you must give in to the hype, watch the anime or read Special A. The mangaka is Hattori Bisco, whose only other work of note is Millennium Snow. Oddly enough, nothing she did post-Ouran High School Host Club ever really became a hit. I can't imagine why. I'm Plutoburns, and this has been Eagleland. Ugh.